Hey there, this is Kunal Johar, CTO of OpenWater, and today I'm going to walk you through how OpenWater can be used to run a ballot process for your association or professional society. So let's recap to how we've gotten from the beginning to here. And hopefully by now you've seen my video on how you can use OpenWater to collect committee nominations. If you haven't seen that video, it's really a good starting point because you'll see how people can nominate themselves or nominate other people to be on a committee, and then how those nominations can be approved. From that starting point, let's take a look at a sample ballot and then how we can build that ballot together here in OpenWater. For the sample ballot, let's take a look at an example we put together for the Strategic Management Society. In their case, their first step is they want their users to log in using their existing membership credentials, and the system should detect which ballots they should be allocated. In order to figure out which ballots they should be allocated, the system can look at their sign-in status and look at all of the special interest groups that they are attached to. So for demo purposes, let's just go ahead and log in. And you can see here that we are taken now to OpenWater as a signed in user. And in this case, it's detected a couple of the ballots that this person should be allocated, again, based on their sign-in status. So the first thing you can do with OpenWater is you can integrate it with your association management system and figure out which ballots a user should see depending on the committees or special interest groups they are a part of. This particular user gets access to a general ballot and also to two special interest groups. The remaining fields here are all read-only, so I can't do anything other than seeing what I've been allocated. Of course, this is all fully configurable inside OpenWater. So let's take a look at some of the special logic that strategic management has around their ballot and how that was implemented in OpenWater. So here I can submit to a general ballot where I can choose a president-elect and up to 3 directors at large, and I can do the same for special interest groups. What you'll see in OpenWater is that if I try to choose more than one person for my ballot, it's going to stop me and say that, hey, only a maximum of 1 is allowed. For the directors of large, I'm allowed to choose up to 3. So you can see here that the moment I choose the 4th, it stops me and tells me I can only submit a total of 3. As we go special interest group by special interest group, one other thing I wanted to highlight in the ballot submission process is that you can include any information such as custom HTML. And in this case, we're going to link out to the OpenWater gallery so that we can see the automatically generated nomination packets of everyone that's on the ballots. Again, using OpenWater, these galleries can be automatically generated and fields can be decided to be hidden or shown on the nomination packets. But again, this was auto-generated, so you're seeing everything, including any information that was attached to this person's profile. So here I can review the nomination packets, and I feel that Jane Doe, Oprah, Bill Gates, and Mary Tyler Moore did a great job. I can continue, move on to my final ballot, and you can see here OpenWater ensures that all requirements are met before the ballot can be cast. So now that people have cast their ballots, let's go ahead and take a look how easy it is for an administrator to see all of the vote tabulations. So here we are in the OpenWater administrative portal. And in order to see the vote tabulations, all I need to do is go into my reports, view my completed list, and you'll see here there's an option for survey tabulation. If you don't have that option turned on, you just go to the advanced mode and you can enable survey and tabulation export. Here you can quickly see in bar charts or in pie charts the vote distributions for each of the special interest groups and each of the positions. And you can also get that information in an Excel file. So let's take a look at that. So here you can see for each special interest group, the name of the person nominated and the number of times they were voted divided by the total number of ballots for that particular position. You can also report on this position by position, but you can see here it's pretty straightforward in terms of getting the votes and then also displaying them. All right, now that we've seen how easy it is for the end user to see their ballot, cast their votes, and then from an administrator to quickly tabulate everything, let's go ahead and build this out in the OpenWater administrative portal. So here we are back in the OpenWater administrative portal. And to build out a ballot, you just go ahead to the application form and you're really just picking from three kinds of fields. The first is the separator field, which allows for any custom HTML. So in this case, I drag and drop the separator field. I went ahead and enabled rich text mode. And you can see here, I pasted a link to the candidate information packet. The second thing we can do is we can take advantage of the checkbox fields or the drop-down fields or the radio fields. But in the case of a checkbox field, I can specify the number of votes that I want. In this case, it's a single vote. In the case of representative at large, it is between 1 and 3 votes. That's really all there is to it. If we had another position, all I would do is I would take my checkbox field, I would drag it and drop it, I'd give it the name. Let's call this board observer. And I can go ahead and plug in the names of the people that I want on that ballot. If I wanted to quickly add a list, OpenWater also allows for a bulk add so that you're not spending a lot of time hand jamming. Really, that's all there is to building a ballot. If you needed some advanced features like connecting it to your association management system, doing a single sign-on, all that could be done using the OpenWater Integrations Hub, and definitely talk to someone at OpenWater for it. But otherwise, you can build all of this on your own. All right, thanks for watching. To follow along in a practice environment, you could visit learn.openwater.com.